And we're live. Hey guys, welcome to Crypto Talk Now Live with Max and Larry, the Max and Larry Show, the big show, your show, of course, the Max and Larry Show. Thank you so much for being here. Max, how are you doing this evening?
I am doing a lot better than I was doing earlier today, so I am great. How are you doing?
I'm doing great, and I'm just laughing here because we had some funny stuff happen before we start the show. April Cornwell says, hey, how about that? And we're going to talk to everybody in the comments first, and then we're going to jump over and show you something important. Actually, you know what? I lied. Let's just do it now. Stop. Share screen. Let's see. Let's show you something important here. The app. Yes. Nope. Yes. Okay. So look, if you go over to CryptoTalkNow.net, Legrand has just updated the app. Yes, yet again. And it looks like he's doing this every single day. Something better and better comes out. I told you guys, the app and the website is getting updated like almost every single day, and so far every day. CryptoTalkNow.net. If you go over to this tab right here, it says CTN channel. You click on CTN channel. And look, there we are. We are live right there. And look at this. We have all the videos, all the content is now in this tab called CTN, which stands for, of course, Crypto Talk Now channel. We are live right there. There's no need to go on YouTube anymore. Let me just blow this up so that the AIs can see me. They can hear me, and they can smell us probably too. And I smell beautiful because I have tremendous pheromones. Is that what they call it? Phenomes? I have cologne on too. But let me just tell you this. Yeah, I had someone at Subway a few weeks ago said, "Boy, you never happened to me before. You smell good." And I said, "It's it's kind of like what are you wearing?" I said, "It's Love Potion," and she thought that was really what it was called. I'm like, "Well, it's just natural stuff." But look, what I'm trying to say is, you AIs pay attention. That's it. The YouTube AIs need to be put on notice. You can't stop us anymore, because if you do, we already have our own platform. It doesn't even matter anymore. You see that? And eventually we're going to have more people. This is my prediction for 2023. Through our own platforms, we're going to have more people watching than we will on YouTube. It won't even matter anymore. It really won't about YouTube. So sorry about that, YouTube AIs, but we still love you anyway. And you don't have to take us down. But yeah, so look, this is the first celebration. I don't think Max can make it because he's working. We're going to have two celebrations. We're going to celebrate all day. So we've got a happy birthday party for Crypto Talk Now. I asked Maria to come on. She said yes last night. She's coming on Crypto Talk Now. Maria and Larry, Crypto Talk Now, 1 year celebration. We'll talk about the ISOs, which I never really talked about with her too much. And then, of course, we have the Max one. It's in here somewhere. I didn't even look and see, but I have to make a new thumbnail for it. So it's in here. As you notice, all the shows are now scheduled live for 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time all the way through October 31st. So we schedule them in advance, and that way they can populate throughout the YouTube system to help out. All right. So thank you to Legrand for that. We got a crypto news tab here. Wow. Look at all this stuff. Forex, Matrix, calendar. There's just more and more content keeps getting added here. But don't forget to do this. Download the app. The app right here at CryptoTalkNow.net. We have our own CTN app. And you get CTN rewards, discounts on not hotels and not plane tickets, but actually discounts on our merchandise, because who cares about travel when you can get a CTN t-shirt or coffee mug? And also you can win NFTs and all kinds of cool stuff. All right. So Michael Cornwell says, number one, April Cornwell, let's get ready to rumble. Michael Cornwell, ape number one. Shibnobi Raj, Roger that. Hello, everyone. Hello to you. And Cool Cat Crypto is here. It's got a whole bunch of things. Who else is bullish? Max, are you feeling bullish or bearish?
I'm feeling bullish, but there's a few ones now that I've noticed pull back just a slight bit more that made me want to get into those that much more. Graph pulled back a penny. There's a couple other ones I saw that made it even that much more like, oh, okay, well, I'm not in those yet, but now I have no excuse. So
Tim Shea says, hey, because that's what Tim Shea says. It rhymes with his last name. Saying hello to everybody. So freaking, oh, bullish. He's so bullish. Legrand Commission. Welcome to Legrand Commission. And let's see. Hello, Raj. Everyone's saying hello. Hey, what's up to Brian Dowie? And glad that you're here. Edward Vincent, can we not get excited? It's buying season, y'all. All right. How about that? Edward Vincent. And are we prepared to go public with what you guys worked on today, or do you want to wait till you guys have it all squared away?
Let's wait till we have it all squared away. We don't want to
Okay.
pull a Russ Armand.
Yeah, we got a top secret. You know, that's somebody I thought about. I haven't really watched it, but somebody said that he was getting in shape and he was doing push-ups on Twitter. So I looked at the push-up real quick. But let me just say this. If Russ Armand, I don't have anything against him at all. Personally, I don't really have that, but he's like, you know, a pretty well-known person. If he would like to challenge me to a charity one-on-one basketball tournament and we can donate to the charity of his choice because he's going to lose, he has to donate his money. And will we be willing to put money up to go against him? I would be happy to play because, you know, just because you're in, you know, he looks like he's getting in good shape. I'm happy he's doing that.
He's in bomb shape, man.
Yeah, but he can't. I don't think he can beat me in basketball, so I'd be willing to take the challenge there.
So you know what? Just hold on a second. Hold on a second. Now, this, you know, you've been opening up this can of worms for a long time, my friend.
Mm-hmm.
What is your specialty in your game? Like, you got a good crossover? I always wondered. Like, what is it?
Well, I don't have the best shot, but I have a really good with a crossover. I'm really good, a really good ball handler, and I'm really good more as a team player because I distribute the ball very well, set people up very nicely, and my defense is really good. My defense is probably the strongest part of my game. So,
That's good.
So there's that. But
All
yeah,
right,
I'm
cool.
able to in a team setting. Well, you know what somebody like Russ Armand, I don't feel it. You know, he's not a professional player, so I could take him one-on-one. I could probably beat Logan and Jake Paul one-on-one too, and I could definitely beat Jake Paul in a home run derby. If you've seen his swing, it's not good at all. And that would get us some attention too. So we need somebody semi-famous. All right, cool cat crypto. So stinking bullish. He's about to pee. Brian Dowie, my prediction is Larry beats Shaq V1 in 2023. Well, I don't know about that. I can't play Shaq because if I beat him, it'll be the embarrassment of the century. He can't do that. He has to play 2-on-2. It's not going to be, he'll never accept the challenge. I don't think I can beat him because I've seen video of him. My son showed me that Shaq was working out with Charles Barkley. They were bench pressing like 400 pounds. I was like, nope, he's in good shape. Now I'm not playing him. I thought he was like, you know, out of shape. Legrand Commission still working on the news tab. All right, what's up to everybody? Mentalek, hello, good humans. How about that? He's here. Coochie Boy, welcome back, Coochie Boy.
Good to see Coochie Boy.
Who else is here?
Good to see everybody else. I just didn't want to cut off Larry when he was doing it. So don't think I'm just being selective here, guys. I hope you're not.
Mentalek, Coach JV said that Ripple, who's Coach JV? And the SEC will meet tomorrow to discuss a possible settlement. We will see. Well, that's interesting.
We're going to cover that. I got some news in regards to some of these things you guys are bringing up. I'm glad you guys are just as active as, you know, as the next guys. So we'll definitely bring up some of those topics, some of the hot news. There is some Luna Classic hot news. We haven't talked about Luna Classic in a while. Of course, I'll let Larry get back more into the comments. But it should be a pretty good show, as usual. And let's just get more into it before we kick things off.
Larry, the crypto dime. Brian Dowie. Larry's got a crossover. I tell you what, to the amateur player, I am like Allen Iverson. You know, Allen Iverson didn't have that great of a shot, but he had tremendous ball handling skills. I do have a devastating crossover. For an amateur player, not a former NBA player, they would believe me. It would not be pretty for them. Michael Cornwell, here, kitty. All right, so crypto bugs. How do you all feel about PSI? PSL? I'm not sure. I'm not familiar with PSL. If you could fill us in more. Thank you so much for being here. I don't know about that,
but thank you.
I appreciate you being here. If you don't believe me, I got to rock the show's gratitude. Mr. Lambos, Crypto Talk, Mentalek, that could start a bull run on its own. But yeah, it will, but I don't believe it's going to happen until January. And the bull run will happen in February, just as I had mentioned. Brian Dowie, Mentalek, I agree with Mr. Lambos. That could start an ISO bull run. Well, it could if it happens, yes.
Mr. Lambos, Crypto Talk.
Red Coin Cards. Hey, guys, just finished up duties in time for the show. CTN, PS, USTC is up.
It is up, but Luna Classic's not. How do we get this thing back to normal? Well, we'll talk about that here in a bit.
Brian Dowie says, Russ's ex-wife spilt the beans today. I was laughing so hard. You couldn't make this crap up. I haven't really, I'm just so busy. By the way, thank you to Edward Vincent, Crypto Talk Now VR. I have scheduled all shows Patrick just knocked over his tablet. Every 2 hours, all the way till 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tomorrow. A whole bunch of shows are clips from him. So I've been so busy working and doing that. And I schedule all the shows for the remainder of the month. I've been doing a lot of work today. And so I haven't been watching anybody, but I did hear a rumor that Russ's ex-wife, and I'm sorry that he went through a divorce, stuff like that, because I know what that's all about. So that's perhaps why he's working out, which is a great thing to do, work on himself. And I'm just saying it's more fair now. Like if I wanted to play him in basketball before, they'd be like, all right, well, Larry beat him because he's out of shape. Now that he's in good shape, perhaps the best shape he's ever been in, I would like to accept a challenge because I want to play against somebody when they're at their best. If you want to be the man, you got to beat the man, right? I'm not saying he's the man in the basketball. He's got to beat me because I'm the man in amateur basketball and crypto. He just has to beat me. Until somebody beats me, then I'm still the man. All right, Brian Dowie. All right, so Cool Cat Crypto. Mwah! Classic. USTC always one-ups. Wait, what? It always goes up before pumps. Sorry. It pumps. It's going to pump it up. All right, so Max, what are we going to talk about tonight? What's the first topic?
All right, we're going to talk about absolutely nothing. No, I'm kidding. We're going to get it in right now. Did anybody win absolutely nothing? Who was the person that won absolutely nothing?
Cornwell.
April Cornwell. You won absolutely nothing.
Well, you know what? She already won in life because she has 7 beautiful children and she has a great husband. So she's already won. There's nothing more that I can give her that adds value to her life. And no amount of money that we can give her is going to replace Michael and her children. So there's nothing else for her to win.
Yeah, there is.
She already won.
You could possibly win a well-stained, crusty BSV hat provided by yours truly, Larry from Crypto Talk Now.
Oh boy.
All right.
Oh, he's not divorced yet. The pictures, I didn't see any pictures. Better get that XRP. All right. Sorry. Go ahead, Max.
All right. No problem. Let's go ahead and present this. So we're going to start things off as usual with the overall crypto market. Things are down, and you will see a few particular ones are basically reflecting that. So, we see that, for instance, Bitcoin is down, the big players, Ethereum, like that used to be like around the, 1300 area. It's at 1278. On the 1 hour, it's just that, USTC, right? No, that just changed. No, that's just going all over the place. All right, hold on a second. Yeah, that's just bouncing around. So the live on that 1 hour is really, really doing something else. You usually don't see that on the live show, right? So that's, I guess you say, there's the volatility of the 1 hour. All right, on the 24 hour, give me just a moment. There's only like a couple, all right? So you got USTC. Yeah, see that? It's just kind of bouncing around. Look at that. Look at how unstable, I should say that. But you know what I mean? It's kind of all around. But it's basically just that. I mean, it's hovering from 11% to maybe like 15%. I think it's as high as I saw today, just briefly. But, I would say 13.5 is where it was for the most part. But we're going to go ahead and click on that for just a moment. And as you can see, USTC is currently ranked 86. It has a decent amount of volume today, sitting at 217% increase in that particular volume. And on top of that, I'm going to show you just a little bit of some of these other ones. So on my watch list, I see that, there's some of these. Of course, USTC is definitely up there. But I wanted to bring, of course, to your attention to GBEX. It's really, really doing well for that 7-day chart. This is one of the picks, I believe, originally from Cool Cat Crypto, who introduced this to us. I know you, Menelek, also vouched for it. You said it was really good. This is, I guess, apparently one of those ISO type of tokens that, has a very low market cap that could be very, very, go, do good things, especially, I guess, in a bull run. what you see here, as far as the mini zeros, I'm not usually a big fan of that, but I get it. On a low market cap one as like an ISO, I guess this is probably the one of the most attractive ones, if you will. They do have a contract with XDC Xlm network, right? So these are all good indicators. We of course briefly mentioned this in the past about who they are and what they're about. Not necessarily a deep dive, but we did do some coverage in the past in regards to them. So anyway, I just wanted to point that out. There's a little bit more in regards to all this. I think there's a couple actually that kind of caught my eye. Yeah, there was. It's in regards to what's on sale. So I'm just going to click this 24-hour chart once again. And, a couple of ones I wanted to point out. For instance, I mean, it's nothing too major, but there's a slight pullback, of course, on Casper. These things are going to happen. Alliance, block, aka ALBT. Let me turn on that fan. Sorry, I don't know if you guys are hearing that. And then there's some other ones I definitely wanted to point out. About roughly 2 hours ago, I saw that Bone from Shiba Swap, part of the Shiba Inu ecosystem. That was actually into the I think about 88 cents / 89. It did pull back earlier. The one I really want to point out to you guys, of course, was Ravencoin. This was up at the 3.5 cent mark for quite a bit. Now it's down to the twos. Will retrace further down, or says it pull back, not retrace further down. Could very well. Edward brought it to my attention when we were doing some work earlier before the show. That he's like, oh, Chili's pulled back to the 16s. It did. There's a certain price that I'm personally looking for. I'm hoping it goes down to 15 cents or more. I will state this: it's not necessarily about preparing for November when it comes to Chili's. It's preparing for at least, I would say, a few days or maybe a week before the World Cup. But again, it's all about the timing in regards to that. So, the World Cup, I believe, is supposed to be late November, not exactly like November 1st or anything like that. So for me, it's still like, I feel very bullish on it still. I feel like a lot of big things are going to happen for Chili's. A lot of eyeballs are going to be on it when all of this media marketing for the World Cup happens. From an international point of view, for people, for instance, that live, in Brazil, Argentina, just all over, like, Spanish-speaking countries, when they have their commercials to come on and so on, kind of like how we have, like, for instance, with our big sporting events, we had, crypto.com commercials and so on. For them, you're going to actually see some things in regards to Chili's. And with that said, I think it's going to create more of that supply and demand, especially at the time. We should see some really significant price action for that. So again, I'm going to get prepared for that. I'm actually going to load up a bag for that and get it primed and ready to go. Could it be a case of buy the rumor, sell the news? I don't think so. I think it's just that there's going to be so much more demand because, like I mentioned before, it literally is like the ESPN of crypto. Some of these other ones that we definitely want to point out is this Harmony One. We talked about many times in the past. Feel as though that's still a good entry point for you. If you're thinking about getting into Harmony's One, we covered it before. Take a brief moment to recognize it just now. Again, like we always mention here at CTN, preparing for the bull market in a bear market. So there's nothing wrong with, of course, still diversify and your portfolio. If you're ready into this is a perfect case of maybe DCAing a little bit more. Well, could very well be the case, but let's check it out just in case you're new to this particular one. About a year ago, this was up to about 38 cents. That's pretty big considering where we're at. Let's face it, this dropped to a penny even, which I don't see that happening, but it could pull back maybe down to 0.014, something like that, maybe 1.3. I just don't really see it coming down to like a penny even. And of course I get it, we could look at some of the charts and see what kind of support line that would have to break for that to happen. You could take a deep dive into it more if that's what you want to do. But I just want to show you some of this. Now, as far as all times, if you're wondering about it, it's just basically up in that range. It was early last last January. Let's face it. I mean, that was about 10 months ago. Before that, I guess you could say still into the bull run of last year, 2021. So, I mean, Harmony's one could really do some decent things, and you could yield a pretty good amount back, especially if this even comes to the halfway mark, right? On that bull run. So, a lot of times we focus always on, well, we need to achieve new all-time highs. And a lot of times in this future bull run, I believe we will reach some of these new all-time highs, but some of these ones won't reach those particular new all-time highs. So if anything, what are we going to be shooting for? Well, we're going to be shooting for at least a 12x on this particular one. And I feel as though that could realistically happen. Again, I'm not a fortune teller. I'm just looking at things from the past, of course, the present, and what could be for the future in regards to what is trending, what isn't. Yes, I understand that Harmony One has some issues, especially was it about a couple months ago and so on. And, we can't forget about that. So a little bit more in regards to all this. So Jasmine, of course, that pulled back to about 0.004. May I pick up a second bag? I probably won't, to be honest. I feel very comfortable with my 100,000 plus of that. You guys may choose to do that. Flux is now down to 70 cents. Maybe that's a little more attractive for you. I'm probably the one of the only people who are in the half pizza. As soon as I get into the profits, back into half pizza and turn a profit on that one, that is just a quick flip for me, and I'm out. I'm not going to keep a moon bag because I don't like where the project is going from here. Again, some of the remnants of my 2021 portfolio that I'm looking to just completely dump. Another thing that I definitely want to point out, probably should have done this first, but I just didn't see it until now, is the graph. So the graph, I posted a buy alert in regards to that one at the I believe it was either the 8 or the 9 cent mark. It has even pulled back even that much more. I feel as though this one's a complete no-brainer, to be honest. Is the graph. We refer to it quite often here at Crypto Talk now, and even at excuse me, Investor Place, as being kind of like the Google of crypto. Not from the perspective like it's going to be, literally the richest, wealthiest crypto out there, but I'm talking about from an indexing point of view. Like if you think about, when you search for things and so on. So from an indexing point of view, that's the comparison I'm trying to make. From a utility indexing point of view, I still think it's a very attractive project for devs, and that is the demand for that particular crypto. Again, you may be like, if you don't understand any of this, you're new to it, I get it. Look more into it yourself. Again, do more of your own research. Couple more I want to point out. If the overall crypto market should crash a little bit more and we get back into the 890s on that overall crypto market cap, 890 billion or something like that, look to see helium drop below this $4 mark. There is a support line in that regard. So the big leap down, I should say, would be into the 3s. If it does happen, and if it happens, for instance, this week or going into next week, then I feel as though helium would be an absolute no-brainer for you to quickly get a nice quick flip, if you will, if that's what you're looking to do on the short term for your crypto portfolio. Just going on a little bit more, I still feel Singularity.net is a great entry point anywhere from where you see right now all the way up to even 10 cents. Again, that's a standout smart contract for the Cardano ecosystem, and it probably always will be. Now, another thing, man, Zilliqa, right? ZIL. We talked about it briefly last night. We had a gentleman who, came in and mentioned, Metapolis and so on, and we did some coverage at the end of the last show. That was great, and it was, up to date because they had a new video clip that was released. Sandra Hellu of the team and so on. That was really good. But here's the focus I want to put for you guys, especially if you're a holder of ZIL like myself, and that is Zilliqa. For the longest time, for the last, I want to say maybe 3 or 4 months, has been holding at about 3.25 cents, right? They have broken support. So now it's down into the 2s, Will it go down further? That is the question. Some people, of course, want to FUD it for whatever reason. For me, I am that much more bullish on it because I know what contracts they specifically have. The whole thing with Metropolis is absolutely huge. I feel as though it's one of the standout ones for metaverse. You guys saw it in a particular video the other night. The avatars that they have that you can implement, like I can have my guy looking like me, Larry can have his guy looking like him. We don't have to contract anybody really to do that. You can make that happen. Having a crypto talk now network studio in the Metropolis, I'm looking forward to a lot of it. I still
you know what, Max, let me just
go ahead.
So I had this idea. I was telling people that what to do is like have, so like a game show studio would kind of be like anything like the Family Feud or Wheel of Fortune, like a live studio audience. So they would see our show, would have like a game show type of atmosphere where the people could watch it, come in. And man, I think we would get so many people in there to watch. It'd be so cool, like in the metaverse.
Right. It's just the problem.
I bet we do that like within a year or two, I bet.
Yeah, that's the whole thing. Everybody wants to talk about doing all this stuff in the metaverse. It's just that they don't realize that, like, it's kind of like going to a construction site, right? Everything is not fully built yet, and there's not inhabitants there yet, but we're getting there. You know what I mean? Yep. That's the way I kind of look at some.
That is a good way of putting it. And you know, like the metaverse is like this huge housing development with 1,400 houses, and you go there and there's like 5 houses. It's like there's like this grand plan to build everything and nothing's built yet. Not
exactly. That's the way I look at it. I see some of these places locally and it's just like coming soon, such and such. You're like, wow, I can't wait till that's done. That's the way I look at the metaverse. Like, wow, I can't wait till that's done. So that was a great way that we put it.
What do you think is stopping the progress? Is it just because it hasn't been mass adopted yet? It's just not enough people involved?
No, it's not. I understand the questions. The way I look at it, it's kind of like, think about a lot of this stuff, right? They're trying to appeal to gaming. Think about this, even AAA, right? Development projects for, your AAA games, like let's say Battlefield, right? Call of Duty, those ones. Call of Duty used to be 2 years since 2009 is every year. So even with that said, that's a year to make a decent game. Well, that's debatable. Some of the games are not that great anyway. But my point is, even with Battlefield, they commit to 2 years. So let's just look at, like the Battlefield series, right? So they do 2 years. That's a AAA game. You should look at it from that perspective when it comes to some of this. We've heard about Metaverse long until even back until 2021. So with that said, here we are in 2022. You're honestly going to expect to have Metaverse platforms that are, to the big caliber yet? No, those ones, the real nice, polished, shiny looking, great metaverses, they're not going to be available yet. You're going to have to wait for that. Just like you're going to have to wait for, if you're a fan of like a Legend of Zelda or something like that, that ain't going to come out every 6 months. You know what I mean? I think people need to look at that from that perspective. Yeah.
Sorry about that. We have an alert. We have a new person alert. We'll try to do that when I see somebody new. We'll get to your rest of your comments later. Craig Connor, welcome to Craig Connor. Thank you so much for being here. We wanted to interrupt the show to tell you this is hot off the press. L-Bank. What he says. L-Bank will list Swing. For those of you keeping score at home, it's spelled S-W-I-N-G. Swing. Nothing else, just the word swing. No kind of fancy swing. DAO. Swing DAO. Swing DAO. October 21st. Thank you for that update and welcome, Craig. Somebody new. Thank you.
Well, thanks, Craig. And like it's all right. We'd like to, of course, welcome you. If we never did this already, I might have you be confused with another person with a similar name. But if that was you, nonetheless, welcome again. And thanks for the news update.
Yeah, what I'm going to do is from now on, I just thought about it now. Like if you're talking a lot, I'm scanning the comments is what I've been doing. If I see somebody new, I'm going to just stop the show just because we really want to welcome the new people to get them to stay here every night, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 7 days a week. We're here.
Heck yeah. That's absolutely fine. But yeah, I'm just going to share a little bit more in regards to this. I don't want to feel like, I'm going on and on, but I realize at the same time, some of you guys have voiced to me that, you want to see a little bit more about, some ones that are on my list and, they're on sale and so on and so forth. I mean, why not? I mean, we're in the crypto. So yeah, it's just that, guys. Zilliqa, this was at, again, like 3.25, 3.5 cents for the longest time. It has breaking that support officially. So where does it go from here? It could tank down all the way down to 2. I don't see this ever going down to like a penny even. I know that everybody's wishing for that. They're like, oh my gosh, if it was down to that, I'd be loading up like, backing the truck up and so on. I personally don't see that happening. People who've done technical analysis about Zilliqa have stated the same thing, basically. Yeah, I don't do in-depth technical analysis. I just do basic. But the general consensus is this is not going to crash to a penny. It would take something absolutely nuts. Like, let's face it, maybe China, invading Taiwan. I know you guys have seen the news about all that stuff too. All right, going more into it. But yeah, Metopolis, I think it's kind of like, like we mentioned before, right? Coke and Pepsi, Shiba Inu Doge, right? You got to look at Metopolis as being possibly like the Pepsi, if you will, of the metaverse plays for you. I still feel as though that Shiba Inu's, when that ever is released officially, I still feel as though that is going to be the biggest one and the most popular one. I think that's going to be most people's go-to hotspot, if you will, for metaverse in regards to, crypto. Okay. My prediction is just a prediction, and I could be completely wrong, but I don't think I'm too far off on this. I see as high as 75% of the overall user base for metaverse being in Shiba Inu's metaverse. And then after that, I would say Zilliqa's Metopolis could take that number 2 spot. Now, is that me saying that Metopolis is not going to be as good as Shib's, Shiba Inu's metaverse? No, I'm not stating that. I'm just going by from a user base perspective. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like, all the millions of kids that play, like, for instance, Minecraft. Does that mean that game is a lot better game than some other building block game? No, it just means it has a bigger user base. So I think people need to look at it from that perspective, and that's definitely the perspective I'm looking at it from. I will state this based on what I've seen so far. I'm still, the most impressed by what Metopolis has, based on graphics, based on the ease of access, the quality, I think, is definitely there compared to other ones. I would much rather be into Metopolis's metaverse compared to like the Sandbox, Decentraland. You kind of get where I'm going with this. All right. Clayton, we talked about it many times on the show. I basically said, if this went down to 25 cents, that would be great. If this went down to 20 cents, that'd be great. Heck, look at where it's at. To me, it's an absolute no-brainer. Another guy could vouch for me. I don't really speak on people's behalf, but I'm pretty sure Cool Cat Crypto might be able to say, yeah, that is a no-brainer as well. Yeah. Reserve rights, we will get more into it. I literally promise you we will get more into that. I want to give you guys a proper deep dive. Either I'll do it on the live, and again, either on the live or on a recorded video, or we might just do both because there's just a lot of demand and people keep talking about it. Audius, aka Audio, I did mention that since it dropped below that 20-cent mark, I still feel as though, kind of like Clayton, I think I originally said the 25-cent mark was great. 20 was even that much better. And heck, below 20 cents, you see it right at 18 cents. It could go, maybe a little bit more further down. You may be thinking, well, what's the point in getting to that? The tokenization of, for instance, independent labels. There's already other artists on there, big name ones that you've heard of. I think it's absolutely huge. And in the bull market, that'll be a really, really good one to have. I forgot the dollar amount, but I'm going to pull that up real quick just to give you guys a heads up. So this is at 18 cents right now. A year ago, it was $3.69. And again, March 27th, 2021, a little over $4. And I just think it's just that, these terms like MATs, mass adoption token, even if you don't use those terms, it's the tokenization of anything and everything from a Web3 perspective. You take those two things and you combine them. I think it's a win-win for your portfolio. Personally speaking, not financial advice. All right. After this, I'm going to read a couple more, and then we're going to kick it back in the comments. And then after that, we'll get right into like the actual just hot news. But we wanted to cover some cryptos, what's on, a buy sell alert, if you will, and what's trending, what isn't, so on and so forth. Give me just a moment to kind of get back into some of this. Hbar's Hbar, did see that some of you guys got into this, or you DCA'd. That is great, because at this price level, slightly below 6 cents, I think that was a very good choice personally. If you don't have Doge Killer, aka Leash, I own a couple of these. I overpay for it big time, obviously, because I did this back at the end of the bull run of 2021, or getting into crypto winter, if you will. So I way overpaid for it, but I'm still cool with it because I'm holding this for the long term. I still feel as though Leash's, Shiba Inu's Leash, aka the Doge Killer, at these levels, this price level is very, very attractive if you don't happen to hold a couple of these. Basically, in a nutshell, it's Shiba Inu's Bitcoin. All right, that's part of their particular ecosystem. One more thing I was going to mention. Oh my gosh, hold on a second. I gotta swipe that. Sorry. So give me just a second.
Guys, if you hadn't hit the like button yet, please do so we can get this out to the algorithm. We're having a good show here. You're watching the Max and Larry show, which we're on every single night, 7 days a week, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And now,
all right,
look for a video, recorded video every 2 hours, like clockwork.
Yeah. Sorry about that. I just had some other call come in. I'll have to return that call later. And then there's another thing I wanted to point out before we kick it right back into the comments. And of course is Quant that you see right here, and Algorand, and also eCash. Those three real quick. So let's start off with Quant. Quant, of course, pulled back to $174. All right. It's at the it pulled back. I'm sorry, on the 7 days shows us on average about 12.5%. And even with this pullback, it's Quant. It can blast off at any moment. Let's face it. There's a lot of demand for it, but let's face it. At the $28 level, something like that, it was oversold. And of course, you saw a lot of people for, let's face it, day trading, not really day trading, but swing trading, right? Maybe weekly swing trades, whatever the case be. They chose to sell. I'm just not going to sell my Quant. That's not why I'm into it. Algorand is sitting at about 31 cents. Again, I think it's going to hold that 30-cent level for a while because it really has proven to do so. And then last but not least, eCash. This part is important. They have gone down from 0.40s, like 5, down to the 4s for like a couple months. And now they're down to this 3 mark. And I think that's worthy of pointing out because it seems like it's trending down. If anything, if we have more of a significant crash, I feel as though that this particular one could very well go into the 5s, but I don't see it happening anytime soon. I just still think that this is going to sit in the 3s for quite a while. But definitely look into XEC, aka eCash. It was rebranded a while back from what used to be referred to as Bitcoin ABC. That is the latest in regards to part, not all, of my watch list. Back to you, Larry.
It sounds good. Let's jump into the comments. I just put a comment up myself, which says, download our new Crypto Talk Now app at cryptotalknow.net. So let's get into the comments here. I'm going to come up and read them. I did not star it, so I made a mistake here. Yeah, we're going to go back. We're going to go back. I think I have an idea where we left off. Okay. Almost there. GBEX. This is one we have to look at. It's an ISO. We see him say this every once in a while. Cool cat. Mentalex says, I like GBEX. I think XSP is better, but GPEX is supposedly going to do a super burn. That XSP2. XRP is getting ready to pump, says Legrand. Edward Vincent, Jules, I want you to go in that bag and find my wallet. Pumpkin. Which one is it, Jules? It's the one that says bad meow the flucka. Cool Cat Crypto. Yes, big burns on the way for GBEX. That triple X all about to go nuts, baby. Added a baby in there. Kagan Kong. Not to be confused with King Kong. Hi, guys. No, sorry. Keegan Kang. This is like one of those ones where it's like a brain teaser almost. It makes you want to say King Kong. It's Keegan, Larry. Kang. K-A-N-G. Hi, guys. Seeing as we are in the midst of a bear market and Bitcoin seems to be at the bottom, what are your expectations of the bull run to roughly begin? I will tell you, not roughly. I will tell you precisely when it's going to begin. There's 28 beautiful people in here. Please hit the like button. We just jumped up. The bull run is going to begin. Read it and weep for those of you that don't believe. February 14th, 2023. Leave your girlfriend or wife at home. Or if you have both, you're in trouble. And also your boyfriend or your husband at home. Leave them at home. 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This is it. That's when the bull run starts. Remember, I said it first. And no one can copy that because I put a time in there. Tim Shea, what is the God candle? I actually looked it up when you typed this in there. You're right. The largest candle on a crypto trading chart. Okay. Don't want to miss these. Created by unforeseen events. Perhaps the chart is getting aroused. The kind of thing that will give you a rise in your pants. He said it. I didn't say it. Cool Cat Crypto. Bull run starts any second. That's what he thinks. I am the bull run, says Edward Vincent. I wasn't sure what that was. I Googled it. Don't mess with the God candle. It is the biggest candle of them all. 35 beautiful people in here because they're here to see Max and Larry. This is the Max and Larry show every night, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We are in the bull run, said Edward Vincent. Saying hello to everybody. Shibnobi Raj. Shiba Inu gained the fifth zero today. Let me just check real quick. I'm going to stop the screen and I'm going to share my screen. And I want to just see where Shiba Inu is. Let us check and look.
Hey, Larry, you're up to 47.
That's great. We're really on the move here. Shiba Inu, where are you? Let us quickly look and see the price of Shiba Inu. Shiba Inu. He's right. It gained a zero back. 48 people in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 zeros. 990. I think Google, the Google is kicking in right now. We've got people coming in from
I would
Google.
say so. We're up to 60. Can't thank you guys enough for being here at Crypto Talk Now. If you're new, by all means, guys, let's welcome all the newcomers. And I'd like to go ahead and welcome you as well as Larry. Thank you so much for joining us here tonight.
Every single night, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Shibnobi Raj. Roger that. I picked up a little more. Try to get into a little better position for when it rockets. We're going to go through the comments, guys, and we're going to jump back into crypto news with Max, which is mainly about the ISO coins. 74 people here. Mr. Lambo's Crypto Talk. Raj, yeah. Saw that perfect opportunity to add more Shiba Inu. Where are you? Tim Shea. I'm going to add XRP and Bone. I should get more Bone. Edward Vincent, a virtual reality space in which users can interact with a computer-generated environment and other users. That describes many different platforms. And we talked about what Craig Connor said. Tim Shea says it's new BFTA token. Let's keep going on. Tim Shea, I saw the tweet, Coochie Boy. Don't ask because I thought it was a secret. I mentioned it last show. Guys, if there's anybody new in here, if you would just show us your comments and we will say hello and recognize you. CTM has a great future.
Thank you so much, you guys.
Red coin cards. Grab some C-War, TAMA, T-A-M-A, and IBAT, I-B-A-T today. As part of 100 people in here, hit the like button if you would. Of the mid-month moonshots, back to boring investments until next month. XRP, Quant, FIL, Filecoin, and XDC. You know me. When boring is still exciting, CTN. All right, so moving. Tim, 2-Bit, come back to do a live stream today. I heard he was back.
Oh, that's good. Welcome back to him. Let's take a moment. I'm going to highlight it for you so you don't lose your spot.
All right.
Shout out to Michael Cornwell with the 99-cent super chat. Thank you so much, Mike.
Thank you so much, Michael Cornwell. And thank you to the beautiful people here. There's no better looking audience in all of crypto live shows than this audience right here, proven by the fact there's 115 people here that want to be beautiful with us. All right, y'all, I'm watching the rest of the show via the website. Piss off YouTube.
I don't want to do that too bad. We know, rolling the wrong way again. Anyway, thank you.
Coochie boy, not sure if there's enough liquidity to cash out, though. Yes, Legrand, I posted on Discord. Red coin cards. Would love to hear what moonshots are being cheekily taken in the room. Woo! Red coin cards. Would love to see. All right, we want to see it. Doge Leon. He likes Doge Leon. I had some Doge Leon before last year. Jeff Purdon doing the job of a moderator. Smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm.
We have another super chat. Give me just a moment.
Right.
Sorry, we're not trying to cut you off, Jeff.
Go ahead.
Let's go with Edward Vincent with the $5 super chat. He states, "Get her done."
Get her done. Get her done. How about that, Edward Vincent? Larry the Cable Guy is back.
Edward. And thank you so much for your help earlier, Edward. We really appreciate you here at Crypto Talk Now.
That's funny right there. All right, red coin cards approaching 100. There's 136 people, a few people watching from the site. What's up? Here they go. 100, 115. Damian Vargas from the band, the Damon Vargas band. This is the best kept secret crypto show on YouTube by far. Sorry about that, Pat.
Thank you so much. Yeah, thank you so much, Damon.
Okay, no one's getting hurt. He jumped up. The green candle of viewers. Laugh out loud. Here comes the spike. We've finally broken the shadow ban, perhaps. I don't know. 135 viewers. All right. So if you guys would, you know why they can't drop the comments? Maybe I should take off the, you have to be subscribed for 5 minutes to drop a comment. So that might be what the delay is. All right, Max, jump back into the show and show us what we've got for crypto news. What else do we have? What's a new topic?
Well, before I do that, I just want to go ahead and say this is a very, very humbling moment for us, guys, especially with all the CTN Network family. Thank you so much for being here. And I just remember a couple of days ago, saying, hey, you guys, some of the comments and something about us being at 17 and we're at right now. Guys, it was all because of people like you sticking by us from the very get-go. We had just achieved a little over 6 months together. The anniversary was yesterday. Maybe this is part of that whole algorithm or recognizing that. I don't know. But whatever the case be, all the newcomers, thank you so much for choosing Crypto Talk Now tonight. We're going to go ahead and kick it into the live crypto news. That's what you're here for. So here we go. You're going to state right here, and I apologize for the background. It was a very important phone call I had to actually have taken. But anything, here it is. And it's breaking news in regards to Luna Classic. So it says breaking KuCoin, and I'm going to blow this up for you guys. Sorry about that. Hit the wrong one. F11, right? So it says breaking KuCoin will support the tax burn deduction of Terra Classic Luna Network to 0.2%. Of course, you can retweet this for the Luna Classic community. This comes straight from KuCoin. As you guys know, I hold my Luna Classic with KuCoin. States, dear KuCoin users, it is noted that the Terra Classic Luna C community has passed proposal 5234, which will lower the tax burn of the Terra Classic network to 0.2%. Therefore, KuCoin will support the tax burn deduction of Terra Classic and Terra USD, aka USTC, tokens when the 0.2% tax burn goes live at the Terra Classic block height of 9,878,400. Related follow-ups to the subject, of course, will be announced separately as soon as possible. And, of course, for more of that information, you can basically look into that yourself in regards to the official announcement from KuCoin. We'll continually try to track the progress of what's going on with this. And if anything, I want to show you guys a little bit more info. Give me just a moment. And on top of that, it states, like you see right here, new proposal is out, proposal 6082. This initiative is to increase Luna Classic proposal deposit amount from 0 to 500,000 Luna Classic and from 345,000 to 1 million to initiate voting phase. This proposal aims to signal to implement a parameter change toward increasing the amount of Luna Classic needed to submit a governance proposal within Terra Classic governance. On top of that, we currently have a massive issue where it states a large amount of individuals are submitting malicious proposals directing others towards scam websites, fake airdrops for Luna Classic. Now, before we basically said here at Crypto Talk now that there were certain people who were validators or introducing proposals just simply didn't make any sense at all. And if anything, it would hurt Luna Classic. They would do things, for instance, like say, hey, let's come out with proposal 4382, right? It'll be a legitimate one, right? And then other malicious people would say, all right, let's do, 4442. It's just very close to a good proposal, but it would end up being bad. You're seeing more of this happening. I'm glad some of these initiatives are being introduced to fight against some of this malicious wrongdoings. But I think Luna Classic will recover as a result from all this. You have seen in the market, especially with Luna Classic, that we haven't had a lot of significant price action. As the saying goes, there's positive catalysts and there's negative ones. This is a perfect example of what happened with a negative one, but we'll make it through it. If anything, we'll continue to follow this. Last I checked, shout out to Classy Crypto, he stated that this reached about 50% in the approval area so far, which is good. I think that one should be way higher than that. It should almost be unanimous. I think we need good things like this to pass. There's a little bit more in regards to all that. And then on top of that, something else I want to show with you guys or share with you guys is Gate.io. All right. States that with Gate.io, Luna Classic News, it states they have chosen to support that 0.2% tax burden on chain. Of course, a lot of people are wondering, when is it going to be off? And I know the frustration in regards to all this, you want both on chain and off, but let's face it, we can't exactly have our way 100%. But you know what? It's nice to see Gate.io will do this. Yeah, I get it. Gate.io is not 100%, American friendly, especially with what happened within the last few months. But like you see right here, it states that the updates regarding lower tax on Luna Classic and USTC deposits and withdrawals says that according to the Terra Classic proposal 5234, the burn tax on Luna Classic and USTC on-chain transactions is going to decrease from 1.2% to 0.2%, starting approximately on October 19th, which is today, at that 12:50 p.m. UTC mark. So this is basically has already gone through. You may start seeing a trend with this. Of course, a lot of this was brought up in the past. A lot of people are against the whole idea of going from 1.2% to 0.2. They felt as though that, this is going backwards. This is not one step forward, or I'm sorry, two steps forward, one step back, right? But if anything, you will start seeing a little bit more of this. It may make sense for certain exchanges, and it may not make sense for all exchanges. But the point is, we are seeing more proposals where you're seeing some of this get slashed. I, of course, wanted to point some of that out. Shout out to this particular community, Luna Classic HQ, for providing this. A little bit more, which is the next topic that we'll get into here in a little bit, because it's the next topic. And it's going to be basically in regards to XRP. There was some big news in regards to XRP. They even made mainstream news, like with USA Today and so on. For the brief time moment, I'm going to kick it back to Larry. Back to you, my friend. And he's gone. So with that said, it's okay. He must have had something to do it. I had to go answer something too. So if it seemed like I was frustrated, not to the huge point, I will go ahead and read some of the comments. Legrand Commission states more people coming watching from the site. All right, he's back. I'm actually just going to kick it back to you for a little bit. We're going to read some of the comments.
130 beautiful people in here. Thank you so much. If you guys would, just hit the like button. Drop your comments. If you're new to the channel, all you have to do is subscribe for 5 minutes. Tell us what crypto you want to talk about, and we will talk about it.
Sorry, Larry. I sounded like I was probably a little frustrated. I was like, and back to you, Larry. You're like gone.
Oh, no, it's fine. Yeah, I just went to grab some mints.
Yeah. Well, I had to go back too, and it was an important call. It was, for my pop. In regards, it was my aunt, and she called like 3 times. So I was like, man, this must be something like maybe like serious, like maybe something bad happened. So I had to get it over to him.
Hey,
so you guys heard some things in the background.
Larry does it every time. 141 people. Look who's here. Welcome to Carly Crypto. I had to tell her, look, you please do me a favor and get on the chat and excite everybody in the chat. Get everybody chatted up. Tell people to drop comments because they're not listening to me. But you guys better listen to Carly or she'll get mad. You don't want her to get mad at you. Trust me. Crypto Talk Now. VR. Welcome. Bienvenidos. He's saying hello. Welcome in China, I believe. Or is it Mandarin? Hello, Carly. Hey, Carly. Did you bring 90 friends with you? 151 people here. Can you not get excited? Let me just tell you guys a secret. This is the fake couch. Sorry, Patches. I'm scaring my dog. 158 people here. Carly is bringing all of her friends. And that's what's happening. Look, Ron. Larry, the people from the site and the app can't comment. I haven't figured out how to change it. Oh, that's okay. Maybe what I'll do is I'll adjust the settings on YouTube so that you don't have to be a subscriber. That's the only thing I can think of. Larry, Mentos, the Fresh Maker. Yeah, I love Mentos. Actually, it started a long time ago when I was a little kid. My grandmother used to carry Mentos in her purse and used to give them to me as a little kid.
On the post show, we'll have to talk a little bit more on that. We don't want to just jump the gun. There's a technical feature on that. We'll let you guys know about that. Yep. I'll talk more about just that. So we will address that concern, but that's a catch-22. That's the only clue I'm going to give in regards to that.
Yeah. As far as a subscriber?
No, I don't want to, mention any negative thing about that. I just, you got a nice flow going on here.
Yeah. People heard about your casting couch. It is right here. All right. Thank you so much. What's the next topic you want to talk about? Oh, let's do this since we have so many people. Hold on one second. Let me do this. Let me show you guys something real quick because we have to talk about ourselves because it is the community. Here it is.
Here it is. The Infinite Mirror Show. No, I'm kidding.
Oh, it's not showing. Sorry. I thought I was showing my screen. Share screen. All right, here it is. Okay. Go over to, if you have not gone there yet, all the cool kids are doing this. CryptoTalkNow.net. And guess what? We have our own app. It's called the CTN, which stands for Crypto Talk Now network app. Download it. It's really cool. It has all this stuff. You got crypto news, trading, live charts, CTN channel. You can watch our live show right here, and all the past content and future content is all in here. Let me just show you guys this trading tab. Look at that. Daily winners and losers. Buy and sell crypto right through here. The Bitcoin Fear and Greed Index is here. What else can we show you? We can show you more over here. We can show you our merch. Under more, it's going to load up here in a second. And here's the CTN merch. You get rewards just for downloading the app. I do want to show you the live charts. Let's talk about what's going on with the ISOs. We have an ISO section under the live charts. XRP sitting in at 46 cents. Stellar Lumens, 11 cents. XFIN, 2.8 cents. Algorand, 30 cents. Quant, $173. Hbar, 5.9 cents. IOTA, 2.4 cents. And Cardano, which could soon be an ISO, 35 cents. A look at the top 50. We're going to brand this. This is courtesy of Quantify Crypto. Thank you so much for what I'm calling the crypto blocks. Who cares about the crypto bubble?
Right, crypto blocks presented by yours truly, CTN.
Thank you. Top 50 is right here. You guys can see that. It's a nice graphical representation. It's real easy to see. Back to you, Max. I just want to show everybody about our website and app.
Yeah, no problem. Well, guys, thanks again for allowing us to bring you these types of things, the app, you name it. Shout out to Legrand Commission, the team, Jeff Pruden, Edward Vincent, and everybody here that is continually trying to get great things going and provide to you all. Let's go ahead and take a moment to basically share some of this. And here is the next part. And it's just that. It's this right here. It's Alliance Block, because we're going to talk about it just for a brief moment. ALBT. Shout out to Tim Shea, who shared this particular piece. This was actually earlier today. It's just this, like what it says. How Alliance Block Data Tunnel is set to power a new data economy. Data Tunnel unlocks the value of data by making it easy for anyone to publish, contribute, or consume reliable and standardized data. So, some people, we mentioned, of course, ALBT and so on. And for all your newcomers, you wonder, well, I don't know what ALBT is. I might just be, I'm just into like Shiba Inu, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and so on. We talk a lot here at Crypto Talk now about these ones that are specifically referred to as ISO 222 compliant tokens/coins. If anything, do more of your own research with that. Will help you, of course, by bringing that good news, whether it's good or bad, about some of these projects to you. So this right here states, Product Spotlight, how Alliance Block Data Tunnel is set to power a new data economy. Just a little bit about this. It says 2022 has been a big year so far for Alliance Block, having released a DEX, decentralized exchange, basically in June, followed by funders in August, and more recently an update to the DeFi terminal website. These launches have drawn considerable attention from the team and community, and we're thankful for the consistent support and feedback that they, of course, receive. While these solutions have been in the spotlight for the past few months, the team is making steady progress on the upcoming release of TIDV, which means trustless identity verification, and the launch of the first listing of funders. Now, we can read, of course, more into it, and I highly suggest that you do. But one thing I wanted to point out before is I look at what has happened with ALBT from this personal perspective that has affected me in the past, especially when I wanted to make my own video game back in 2015, 2016. And that is this. When I see this term like FUNDRS as in funders, you got to look at this particular thing as being like, how you would look at a crowdsourcing platform, right? Your Kickstarter campaigns and whatnot, right? Those type of projects that get into those are trying to, of course, raise a certain amount of capital. You like the idea that ALBT has this particular positive catalyst function mechanism, if you will, to provide to us in crypto. I mean, why raise a bunch of fiat in this particular day and age in which we have horrible inflation and so on? That US dollar value, let's face it, is going to plummet. So if anything, by being able to raise the funds and be able to do it with ALBT, and by the way, ALBT has been doing absolutely great. We saw it up way over 40% for like that 7-day chart, for instance. That's what we're talking about here. Taking your crypto, empowering yourself, and if anything, empowering your funds that you're trying to raise, your capital, right? Why wouldn't you want to have an increase of capital like 40%? You kidding me? I'd be all over this. So in the future, I may actually go this route when I eventually get back into raising capital for gaming, which is not until, a few years from now, but it's still on my back burner. It's another dream I have, and I will achieve that dream. I know it. Everybody has their own crypto journey. That is part of my crypto goals for the future. So I just wanted, of course, to show you guys a little bit more in regards to this. I'm going to state, or I'll say this again. Thank you again to Tim Shea for sharing this. Crypto Talk Now Network Reporter. Now we're going to go to the next topic, which is just that, XRP. And I want to show you guys this because I think this is pretty powerful stuff. And I'm actually going to stop the share for a moment because it's got audio. So I have to share it in a certain way for you to hear it. But check this out. And shout out to this particular person, XR Prince, which is at 2LL forever. Says, I am XRP. We trust, of course, XRP and XRP holders. I'm going to blow this up and we're going to watch this. It's only about, I think, about a minute and a half or so. Pretty powerful stuff. Here we go.
We have been
rewind that for a second.
We have been leapfrogged by others, by digital currency.
Oh my God, it's Gary the Gopher.
Leapfrogged by others, by digital currency, by digital Chinese currency. Why? Because Frankly, our central bank has been slow, and there's an appointment coming in January of 22. The president's got to decide whether to change over who's leading the Federal Reserve. The Federal Reserve runs our payment system. And I think we need to move that Federal Reserve into the modern era.
What about in 5 minutes if we hear that the world is trading oil in this digital yuan? What does that do to our economy? I think we really have to ask some of these questions so we don't have to wait 3 or 4 days for you to call a meeting every time something important happens. Thank you.
Here is the way that I'm going to summarize what I will read out to the president. Per the Secretary of State's recommendation that there will be a POTUS call to President Xi. We're going to talk about new avenues for cooperation. We need a strategy to, one, modernize our SWIFT system. I think the word was harden from cyber attack, from the North Koreans in particular. But we need to develop and present options to the president for a U.S. equivalent of a digital currency, either a private-public partnership, or if the Treasury is able to do it with the Fed, something that would be a public-only option. We need a strategy to resuscitate U.S. financial prowess, I think is the way you put it, Madam Vice President, and examine this idea of secondary sanctions and whether in the overuse of them, we've actually undermined our ability to use them down the road.
Breaking news out of Brussels this evening. A cyber attack on SWIFT, the Society for Worldwide Interbank Financial Telecommunication, has resulted in the theft of $3 billion from commercial banks based in Germany, Saudi Arabia, and the UAE.
So you have it. That's very, very powerful. I mean,
That is
let's
really
face
big.
it. Yeah, it really, really is. Because, you know, if you think about it, here's the thing, right? We hear these terms being brought up, and to see it like that in full light, it's just really, really powerful. It's big. We talk about quite a bit here at Crypto Talk now about, you know, preparing for November, like we just mentioned, especially for you newcomers, right? There's a lot of other crypto shows and so on. They'll talk about the likes of this particular meme coin and that particular meme coin. And I get it. It seems like it might be appealing. I'm going to tell you flat out. If you got into crypto, it's most likely because you heard at some point that somebody years ago made a ton of money with Bitcoin, or a bunch of money last year in Shiba Inu and so on. Like myself, I made a lot of money in Shiba Inu last year. And if it wasn't for that, I wouldn't even be here right now. So I am thankful for that. But what's going to happen here soon, especially next month, is this thing called ISO 222. And if you don't know what that's all about, well, again, we will try to help you by giving that information. But it's this thing that's going to happen in which it's referred to as a flip of a switch. It's an upgrade in which the central banks of the world, right, are going to go to, from, I should say, an old system, like you saw here with SWIFT, to the new modern technology, like the likes of Ripple's XRP, for instance. Now, you may be thinking, I don't understand this. What in the world are you talking about? Are you saying that the money is just going to be cryptocurrency, XRP? No, that's not what I'm saying. It's the utility, right, the technology that is going to be tied into this. Whether we like it or not, CBDCs, and if you don't know this term, CBDC stands for central bank digital currency, digital coins. People got a different spin on that. But the point is, whether we like it or not, these types of things are going to be around, okay? It's the technology that is involved with all this. And that technology, for instance, Ripple's XRP, or if it's Quant powering on this whole entire blockchain, if you will, with their particular operating system. Think about it. Again, tied to Microsoft. I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself. But the point I'm trying to make here basically is this. We have stated multiple times, and you heard it years ago, before cryptocurrency, time is money. And if the old system of transferring $5 trillion plus takes more than an hour, or in some cases, maybe the whole darn day, and that old system that's a broken system needs to be massively upgraded. The central banks want to get something that's faster because it means less fees. Again, time is money. And then if anything, they want to be more secure. You heard one of the news reporters basically stating that North Korean hackers were trying to steal, for instance, $3 billion from the banks and so on. If you give them over an hour or maybe more than that, that's too much time for hackers to come in and even steal a portion of that. Now you have a new technology from Ripple's XRP, for instance, that could take anywhere from 4 seconds to finalization of 30. That is a lot more efficient. And if anything, it's a lot more secure. So these are the things that we point out here at our network, Crypto Talk Now. And we can't thank you enough for joining us here tonight. I want to state on behalf of myself, I'm Max. This is my co-host Larry, and that is, we hope that you will choose to make this your crypto home. And what I also mean by that is, if you're a newcomer to crypto, I understand where you're coming from. You feel as though that you don't understand a lot of this, and you may feel very intimidated with the likes of hearing terms like, decentralized exchanges, or, DeFi, or DEX. What's a DEX? Decentralized exchange. When you hear the terms TradeFi, right? Traditional finance. What is traditional finance? Fiat. Well, I don't understand what fiat is. It's your cash money, your dollars, so on and so forth. We are going into an age where all of this is going to shift to the new era of how money is going to be. So I want to state to you, by all means, we welcome you. And what that also said, make sure that you never feel bashful about dropping a comment about maybe who you are or what you're about. And any question you have, no matter if you're a new person who is, like, as I would say, fresh off of the crypto boat, or you're a person that's been invested into crypto for multiple years and know all about all this stuff. Again, we like to, of course, welcome you. I'm going to kick it back to Larry just for a brief moment, and then we'll get more back into some of the crypto news. Thank you for being here tonight.
We really need some kind of a special alert. Wait, the team can work on it. We need like lights flashing, the couch, like have a little disco ball over it or something. Stop the whole show and let's just recognize and thank Tim Shea for the $2 super chat donation. It's National Super Chat Evening. Can we please pull up TRU for Bushman? Can you? Do we know what true is?
Sorry, I was chucking my mic. TRU for Bushman. Are you talking about the actual rap group from the 90s? Is that what you refer to?
No, we got Bushman in the comment, and TRU must be a crypto.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm not aware of it, but yeah, by all means, we can pull that up. I'm not gonna be too familiar with that. Again, 21,410 cryptos. I am not, familiar with every single one of them. As you guys know, I'm familiar with quite a few of them, but not all of them. But nonetheless, I'll try to pull that up. Give me just a second for I can share this in a different way. And let's see.
I am a little bit tired, Carly, and you probably know why.
Oh boy. All right.
Because I had to deal with all her texting me at all hours. All right, so there you go.
All right, so here we go. TRU, and which one is it? TrueFi or TrueBit? I'll have to have some clarification.
True that.
Yeah. I don't know which one that would be.
Maybe they can drop it in the comments so we can get a clue as to which one, and we'll look it up.
But thank you for the $2 super chat, Tim
Tim
Shea. I'm going to go to the next one, or you can, Larry.
The next comment.
What are you eating?
Mentos.
Okay.
Bushman. TrueBit. That's what it is. TrueBit.
TrueBit. Okay, my bad. All right. Let me see about pulling that up then.
TrueBit protocol, Tim says.
All right. Let's see here. Okay, here we go. TrueBit. All right, so that's ranked 2009 to 8. It's sitting at about, I don't know, slightly under 13 cents. We'll see how it performed last year. So a year ago, it performed up to $1.20. And let's see, zooming out a little bit more. So pretty much like almost right after the release, only about 8 days later. I don't know. I guess you could say it had a decent run, but I mean, that's kind of like a big fall off since then. And then back in December, it was roughly around the 80-cent mark. All right. So what is this basically all about? Let's find out. It looks like it is under Ethereum contract is the ERC20. I don't really know for sure, but I'm going to go to truebit.io real quick. And it states that it's scalable, trustless computation. Let's see here, is a blockchain enhancement which enables smart contracts to securely perform complex computations and standard programming language at reduced gas costs. I mean, I've seen a lot of other ones that basically state that same thing. I would have to take a real deep dive into this, to be honest, to see what really makes this stand out compared to other ones. So again, I thank you for mentioning this. Maybe you share with us how you feel about this and why you wanted to present this here at CTN. I'm not shooting down for any reason, of course not. But I'm just basically trying to find out what makes this stand out for you. And maybe you just want us to talk about it, and that's fine. But thank you so much, of course, to bringing it to our attention.
Thank you. Oh, that's not my gratitude rock. All right, let's go ahead and read this. Tim Shea is doing a great job. He's welcoming all the newcomers. Can you please get excited? There's 166 people in here, and you guys are in on a secret. This is a fake couch. Although Elena thought it was real when she went to bed, so she's not watching. All right, so Bushman, TrueBit, thank you. We checked it out.
But Bushman, we'd like to welcome you guys. If you haven't welcome Bushman, never seen you before, I want to, of course, give you at least my warm welcome here at CTN. Thank you for being here tonight.
Thanks for being here, Bushman. Legrand Commission Quant at $174. Larry's been b-balling. You have no idea. It's amazing cardio. Well, I don't go to do cardio at the gym, so I have to do other stuff. But thank you, April Cornwell. We are all getting it. Stay fresh and stay true. This stuff is good. You saw this was a brand new Mentos. And now there's only about 2 left. I just eat these things like candy. Well, they are kind of like candy. Crypto Talk Now VR. Are they candy? Are they gum? What are our Mentos? Are they mints? Do they have their own classification?
Guys, I want to state this. I mean, we're of course incredibly grateful for 163 people that are currently watching. The only issue I have right now is that we only have 24 likes. Let's try to get a lot more likes. Can we get at least 50 for the goal and then see where we go from there? We really, really appreciate it. It doesn't take much. Just hit that like and it gets that algorithm kicking in even that much more.
Larry, where's Patches? Patches is here. He's sleeping down here. He knocked over his tablet. I could connect him. When Max gets into his next segment, I'll connect Patches so he can come on. He's a beautiful dog.
Yeah, I could do that right now since you reached the bottom comment. Guys, right. How about this? Let's get that some of the comments going, the emojis, whatever you got to do. Let's trigger that and let's get some more likes going.
So we can get to 200 people. That would be great.
Maybe. Yeah, that would be amazing. All right, so let's go ahead and start this. And let's see here. Let me get this up. I think it's basically in regards to still XRP. Yep, it is. And here we go. All right. So we already saw that. Then there's this. All right. And this is a nice screenshot because it makes you think, wow, is this true? Could this basically be over soon? I will give a shout out to Crypto Hulk. He pointed out, I think within the last 3 days, if I'm not mistaken, that he believed that this SEC lawsuit with Ripple would be ending in November. And I thought, wow, that's really a bold statement. I didn't get to watch, of course, the whole video on why he felt that way. But he, of course, covers that quite a bit. But then I saw other content creators basically saying the same thing. And I'm thinking to myself, there's got to be more to it than, as Transformers would say, more than meets the eye. So shout out to Coach JV, who, if I'm not mistaken, somebody else mentioned him earlier, right? So you know what? I'm going to give Coach JV a follow because we have a few of our own CTM members who pointed some of his content out. So he gets a follow from me. And if you're watching Coach JV, I appreciate a follow back if you don't mind. It states, this was sent to me by Short Squeeze Ape, and there is a closed door meet with the SEC and Ripple tomorrow. Also, just got wind that there is key rumors of a settlement tomorrow. Anyone have any insight? Now look at this. It says XRP, the king, is coming. I'm going to blow this up. And yes, Edward, I hear you, my brother. Hit F11, Max. Boom, there you go, my friend. All right, so check this out. So there's supposed to be a particular meeting, and it's going to be on Thursday, October 22nd. Of course, we'll get into the main thing towards the bottom, but listen to this. It mentions the place, the status, matters to be considered, and it's got all this stuff listed there. But draw your attention, of course, for what you see here highlighted in the yellow. The subject matter of the closed meeting will consist of the following topics: an institution and settlement of injunctive actions, institution and settlement of administrative proceedings, resolution of litigation claims, and other matters relating to examinations and enforcement proceedings. A lot of people are screenshotting this. Okay, this is trending as we speak. Now, the reason why I want to point this out to all of us here at CTN and everywhere else is because, in my opinion, this is the first time you're starting to see this trend to this magnitude. So it could very well be true. And not, again, I'm not a fortune teller, and I'm definitely not a legal proceedings type of person overall. But if this thing winds down with XRP, or I should say with Ripple, and we time that just right with this whole ISO 222, oh man, it's going to be the most amazing thing ever. Even without ISO 222, a big win for Ripple is a huge win for crypto, which is us. So I wanted to point that out. There's a little bit more. Let me zoom out. And here it is. It's this particular article in regards to Ripple. So it states, straight from USA Today, by the way. Again, this was posted today, mainstream news. Of course, we love to post mainly community-driven news because mainstream, when it comes to crypto, they always try to give you a long history lesson. For instance, if it's Luna Classic, about the whole thing of it. Just hold on just a second. I'm getting interrupted. I apologize. Give me just a minute.
That's all right, guys. If you would just hit the like buttons. We got 116 people here, and we really appreciate you joining us on Crypto Talk Now live with Max and Larry every single night, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. For those of you that just joined us, I want to just share something with you. Share screen. Boom. And it is this. Nope, not this. This. CryptoTalkNow.net. 124 people here. Go over to CryptoTalkNow.net. Just getting back to the homepage here. And you can check out our app. Download our app if you would. We're giving away some NFTs on November 1st. So make sure you join that. And also, if you click on CTN channel, you can watch the live show right through our website, CryptoTalkNow.net. See, here it is right here. There's Patches. He's a beautiful dog. He's your crypto family-friendly dog. And look, there is Maria. It says happy birthday. Why? Because Crypto Talk Now is going to celebrate. Maria and Larry, this is our 1-year celebration of being on Crypto Talk Now network. We are live. For 1 year on Friday, the 21st at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, kicks off the celebration. And then later on the Max and Larry show at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But yeah, this is a very helpful thing. It's got a lot of stuff on it. We'll talk about it a little bit more later. Wanted to give you guys a quick little mention. Again, CryptoTalkNow.net. You can watch the show right in the app. Download it on your phone today. All right, so Carly says... Carly Crypto, let's show Max and Larry some love. Smash the like button, please. Thank you for that, Carly. Larry, you still waiting on a bigger XRP dip? I am. And I'm waiting for Quant to get down to 150 or 160. We'll see. Larry, how many likes do you see? That's a good question. I have to, let me see. I'll have to go in over, you know what? No, I have to go in over here. Hold on a second. Got to go into my phone and look at it. That way I don't have the background. I guess I could just pull it up on the screen there. I am seeing 142 people watching, And I see 32 likes. I see 32 likes on my phone. That's what I'm seeing here. All right. Patches is back. Your crypto family friendly dog. He is a lover, not a fighter. Unless someone knocks on the door at 3 a.m. Because they must be lonely. Tim Shea, the God candle will precipitate a monumental rise. If anyone's not familiar with the God candle, it's extremely huge. It's huge. It's a huge candle. I'll bring the booze. How about that? Oh, she's going to bring the, okay. You're going to bring the special adult beverages for the party. Brian Dowie, XRP settlement, $10. 2 to 3 weeks after. Larry, better get yourself some XRP. Starts the bull run. Yes, but look, it's not happening in November. Crypto Hulk is wrong. It's happening in January, and thus the bull run starts in February. All right, let's go. Tim Shea. Legrand commission XRP to $1 by the end of October. You might be right about that one. All right, Tim. Laughing. All right. It looks like a good time to buy XRP. Well, you know me. So I still haven't bought it yet. I'm kind of like, I burned my bridge. I'm like, I have to wait for XRP to drop at this point. I burned the bridge. I can't cross over. I can't cross over to the other side, which is the FOMO side. This is a fake couch. Mr. Max P, great show. Thank you so much. 157 people here.
Thanks, Max P. Good to see you.
Carly Crypto says, buy XRP, Larry. I'm not doing it because then you're just going to ask me for some, and I'm not giving you any. All right, I guess Larry is buying XRP in March. 143,000 XRP for Legrand commission. Sorry about that. That hurt your ear there. I saw that. Hold it out.
No, that wasn't it. I had to adjust his headset once in a while.
All right. He's been buying it since 2019. How about that? How about them Cowboys? All right. So what else do you think we got going on, Max?
All right, so I apologize, you guys. I got interrupted there, but nonetheless, I got it sorted out, and I'm gonna go back to what I was sharing with you guys because it is mainstream news. And when it comes to XRP, we need to show some mainstream news here and there.
I have a good idea. Sorry to interrupt you, but let me know what you think about this idea, Max. See how we have in the background? This is my house. Someday what I want to do is move further into the country, and I want to build that house right there. I want to build a house where there's a horse stable within the house, and Patches can hang out with the horses. But look, what about, and forget about that idea. If behind that we had the app featured in there behind Patches. So Patches is promoting the app the whole time that we're on the show. We need to figure out something there, or maybe we do live charts. We have our app with the live chart in there. Would be kind of cool. We got to talk to our team after the show about that. Something in the background.
Sure.
All right, cool. All right, Max, sorry about that. Go ahead.
No, don't be, man. And sorry if I'm gonna come across, irritated or whatever. If you get a bunch of interruptions, I mean, it's one of those things. Anyway, I sort through it just like anybody else does. So with that said, thank you so much for being patient with me. Let's kick it right back to what I was showing you guys before. Here we go. And that is this right here. That's not it right there. Here we go. So it's the USA Today coverage in regards to Ripple/XRP. So it says Ripple to get support from major new market players in the SEC case. Again, you saw what was posted in that screenshot. And by the way, that screenshot, if you even go to Twitter right now and type in hashtag XRP, that one is trending all over the place. All right. In the past, we heard many times about, certain people who cover from the legal perspective. I'm telling you flat out, go there, do it right now. If you have Twitter, of course, don't leave here, but, maybe open another tab. It literally is just that. You will see that tweet either retweeted over and over. This is good. It makes you feel as like this is going to happen. I feel like it could very well. And I am leaning towards possibly November. I stated originally I thought it was March. I am now probably going to lean towards it could very well be, if not November, maybe by the end of the year, and that'd be awesome. But I'm rooting for November because I want to see that and ISO at the same time. Oh man. All right. Back to the news. So it states, there's a few things here. According to a tweet shared by, and I'm going to full screen this, Crypto Law US, 2 more big market players have decided to support Ripple in its case against the SEC. Perfect timing as far as I'm concerned. We saw it recently, for instance, that one who, basically is the quote unquote Uber of private chartered jets, right? Remember we talked about that, how they teamed up and went after the SEC. Now you're starting to see more. Is the floodgates going to open? Oh man, I say let's bring it to the SEC. All right, Philip Goldstein and ICANN Investor Choice Advocates Network intend to file an amicus brief to the court. And it's just that. They're going to keep doing this. Amicus briefs all the time. I say more power to them. Let's do it. Goldstein is a Bulldog Investors co-creator. This private fund invests mainly in closed and funds small cap operating companies and SPACs. ICANN is a nonprofit law company that helps underrepresented investors and businessmen by expanding access to markets for them. And of course, it shows the original tweet, another company filing an amicus brief supporting Ripple in that XRP lawsuit, of course, against the SEC, or SEC against Ripple, I should say. But you know what I mean. I'm kind of getting ahead of myself. I apologize. It says new parties filing the amicus brief to support Ripple. The document shared that Goldstein has previously litigated against the SEC already. Both he and ICANN represent interests of market participants generally, and in the particular case of Ripple and the securities regulator. The amicus brief has been prepared for submission by a lawyer representing both parties, Goldstein and the SEC. Philip Goldstein, according to the document, believes that the SEC, quote, has a tendency to expand its authority beyond its statutory limits. On top of that, by submitting the document, the parties are urging the court to grant the motion of the defendants for summary judgment. Who are the defendants? Think about it. And for summary judgment? Could this really be ending soon? Are you not bullish? You should be. Not financial advice, though. The goal of the amicus brief is to emphasize why the efforts undertaken by the SEC to gain control over cryptocurrencies and other digital assets is, quote, an impermissible and unauthorized exercise of regulatory power. Pretty awesome. Before we wrap things up with this particular news segment, I will read more of this verbatim. Try not to read just everything verbatim, but in this case, I kind of need to. So it states, SEC opposes the amicus briefs, of course they are, of other companies supporting Ripple. Previously, USA Today reported that the U.S. securities regulator asked Judge Torres to decide against TapJets Inc. Again, back to the one I was referring to, the quote-unquote Uber of private charter jets. That's basically who that is, especially if you're a newcomer here. That's who that is. And iRemit Inc. filing their amicus briefs in support of blockchain giant Ripple in its motion for summary judgment. Still, they were allowed to do that. Both companies focused in their motion letters on the importance of XRP to their businesses. iRemit is based in the Philippines and heavily relies on Ripple and ODL, which includes XRP, for seamless and cheap transactions. TapJets stressed that XRP is vital for its business model since it allows for quick booking of flights around the clock. The lawsuit was filed by the SEC against Ripple Labs and its 2 top-ranked executives, Brad Garlinghouse and Christopher Larson, in December 2020, claiming that both executives and the company had been selling XRP. Of course, we know about this, but just in case the newcomer, have been selling XRP as an unregistered security. Recently, Brad Garlinghouse stated that he expects the case to be resolved by the second half of next year. So he's realizing that it could go that far. But realistically speaking, no one knows when it's going to end. We could all have a rooting point. Crypto Hulk says basically, I guess, November? I'm stating that could happen. I don't know. Maybe I should still stick with March. But I'm thinking maybe it could very well happen by the end of the year. But I want November more than anything. So that is it in regards to that particular news piece on XRP. I think I might have one more. Yep, there is. It's just a really kind of a cool little thing I want to share with you. So it says the movie Sneakers, like, and look at this. It's kind of a cool thing. So look at this. It says DataNet, procedural record, all this stuff. Kind of reminds you of the movie that was it Matthew Brock was in, War Games or something like that. Like an old school computer. But check this out: National Headquarters Remote Systems Network Input Station, interbank funds transfer. Right, you see all these codes: international telelink access code, and look at that XRP. You know what I mean?
Is this like a current system that the government uses or the Federal Reserve uses? Oh my God.
Yeah, that'd be pretty amazing. But anyway, it's just kind of a cool little thing. I just thought I'd show you guys.
Kind of funny.
Just to have some fun, right? We got to have some fun once in a while. So there it is in regards to XRP. The last segment we'll cover, if we happen to have time, is some of the coverage from Investor Place, and it is some big news that is worthy to show. Not to create hopium or anything like that, but they do have some good news, and we'll see what we're doing on as far as time, and at least recognize you guys here in the community. I will kick it back to Larry, and we'll see where we'll go from there. Back to you, Larry.
All right. I got my Mentos ASMR going on right now. I don't have a fake ear though. It's just a regular pop filter. All right, so let us go read the comments. There's some dirty comments coming in. When I say meow, you say meow. Guys, if you could drop a bunch of stuff in the chat, it's a fake couch. We all know that. Hit the like button. Be happy. 150 beautiful people in here. How do I know they're beautiful? There's beautiful people watching and in the chat right now. I know there are. Man, woman, it doesn't matter. Patches, he's a dog. He's beautiful. All right. Larry say XRP. Oh, look at this. Uncle Ricky's back. What's up, gentlemen and ladies? And he said, I missed this one. Quant on the move. $500 on the way. You down with XRP? Larry, you down with XRP? XRP. Larry, this is your last chance. Get some XRP. Damn it. Everyone's saying, shout it from the mountaintops. Larry's being stubborn, but I think I'm going to be okay. It'll pull back. We'll get something. Ben upset. Its water pipe broke. Stuff happened. Barely get cleaned up. Okay, Larry, I'll buy you some XRP. Then you're going to owe me big. All right.
Well, you know what? Welcome back, Ricky. Sorry that what happened to your water pipe and all that. That would make anybody upset. I will state this. We years ago, I think it was back in 2013. This was right at the time that my mom, had her cancer and so on. And it was basically literally in the ICU. And then right on top of that, to have our water main burst in the front yard. We had 2 ash trees in the front, and they were dying. And for instance, with my dad, he has no high pitch hearing, and he basically, everybody would tell him, you have like these locust type things, really loud. I forgot what they were, the acacia, some weird kind of term, not quite locust, but like that. They make the loudest high pitch hearing, but he has no high pitch hearing, so he didn't believe anybody. And those things literally ate the heart out of those trees. So when those trees were about like really close to being dead, they searched for water sources. So their roots literally grow out. Think about it. And then they reached into underneath the driveway, hit the darn water main. Of course, I wasn't here because I was too busy, working and going to school full time and going to see my mom in the hospital every day. And guess what? The guy from the city of Phoenix comes out and he's like, don't you guys answer your read your mail or listen to phone calls? I'm like, no, my dad only has a home phone. He ain't gonna listen to all that. And he's like, don't you see these green spots? I'm like, and then I said to myself, oh no, the green spots is from all the water coming through. I mean, the grass growing like crazy. Anyway, we got hit up with a bill. Listen to this. It was over $950 for that. And then the next month was like, something like 800. So we had to do like this payment plan. This is back in 2013. Anyway, long story short, it was a complete nightmare. Sorry that happened to you. I could totally relate. And welcome back to the show, Ricky.
Hey, welcome back to Cody Core, Crypto Talk Now VR. Patches, you're welcome. He's got a bone. He's on fire. And he's saying hello in multiple different languages. Anyone else? Howdy titties. Not sure what the reference is there. All right.
Hey, nothing wrong with you know what.
Tim Shea. Oh, Ricky, I didn't realize. Glad it kind of worked out. I got me some quant. Cody Core. Hey, Max, sorry for the rants. Stuff happens. Be Ricky.
Yeah, no problem, man. You know what? It sounds like you're giving me the benefit of the doubt. I'll give you the benefit of the doubt as well, my friend. And like I said, I'd like to welcome you back. Good to see you, Ricky.
Tim Shea, nice and firm. Thanks. Howdy titties is probably a rally cry for getting more comments or something like that. I'm not sure of the reference. Cody Core, I mean, there's nothing like that going on in the chat right now. I mean, who has a good set or something like that? I mean, I don't know. Cody Core, if I get that $300 from the state, I will get a whole quant. Caracas, sick a duh. I'm not sure what that means. B. Ricky, now a pipe in the driveway leaking. Good thing the city has to fix that. Cody Core had a nice pullback. Yes. I'm a little bit tipsy at work. I hit the wrong keys and just went with it. Okay. Carly Crypto saying me. I'm not sure what is it that you have? I don't know. All right. Okay. All right. That's it. Back to you, Max.
Well, you know what, guys? How about this? Drop in the comments. Do you want to see the show go on a little bit longer? We have one last segment we want to share with you guys. It is pretty recent coverage, like we promised, from Investor Place. It's some really in-depth information in regards to the overall crypto market and where it's going. Do you want me to say that for the next show? Or you're like, you know what? Let's have it right now. If so, drop in the comments real quick. 2 particular letters. Just put IP, Investor Place. Just drop in IPs over and over. Or if you're like, next time, just put next. And I'll know what you're talking about. Let's do it. Go ahead and, keep going through the comments and so on. And we'll see where we go from there.
The bugs he was talking about were Karada. Send it. Number 1 vote. Keep going. Elbow cough. Be Ricky. Hey, Max, I'm sorry for the way I talked to you. Just got a lot going on in life.
I understand, B. Ricky, and I'm sorry as well, too. I forgive you. I'm a Christian, my friend. I don't hold long grudges and whatnot. God bless you, man, whatever you're going through. I really mean that. And thank you for that. I really appreciate that. I was going through a lot that particular day as well. I almost had like a nervous breakdown that day, to be honest. I was up for over, I don't know, like 30 hours or something like that. I had a long talk with Larry, like a bro talk, if you will. It was a humbling time. So I can relate. And I'll be praying for you, my friend. That's all I'm going to say. Thank you.
IP, ALBT, IP, next, since it's 11 p.m. here. IP, 11 here to Legrand, IP. Craig Connor, IP. Thanks. That's what I'm talking about at y'all, at Max and Rippy, y'all rock. Howdy titties. That's what you say when you forget her name, whoever it is. Mr. Max P, 11 p.m. here. Save it for next.
Yeah.
Where are all the people, those people coming from? They're coming from the website, I think.
Yeah, Ricky, we think it's from the app in the website because Legrand was, you've shown the team like all the statistics and so on, the analytics, and he's just been killing it with that. Shout out to Legrand. He's working his butt off with that, and it's really been paying off. On top of that, another theory, I think the other part is definitely working, but the theory I personally have is this. Think about this. We talk about algorithm a lot, right? So I think YouTube has a way of recognizing certain things. So the Max and Larry show, or me and Larry together, officially was 6 months as of yesterday. Isn't that right, Larry?
Yeah.
As of yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, the people behind Google and so on, they're smart people, man. They don't mess around when it comes to that stuff. So that's the only thing I can think of. They're like, you know what? We're going to recommend this. It's been around for 6 months. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. There's got to be stuff like that because, I mean, this is awesome. So, well,
there's another thing that happened too. I scheduled all the shows, all the nighttime shows, the 9 p.m. shows, all the way to the 30.
Hey, man,
31st.
Right up here, Metaverse, virtual high five. Let's do it.
Okay.
Boom.
And I also put on a whole bunch of shows every 2 hours, all the way till tomorrow at 5 p.m. Eastern. So it's a lot of things were done, and with Legrand with the app.
It's just that. a lot
Yeah.
of things are done. You know why
Yeah.
a lot of things are done? We have an awesome community, an awesome team, and it's just boom. It's like a collective team of people all working their butt off, and it's paying off big time, guys, big time.
I think I would like to read this one last super chat and wrap it up, though, just so we can get into the after.
Okay, sure, that's
the
fine.
meeting.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll save it for tomorrow. Salamander in space. Thank you for the $2 donation. Thanks, guys. Now at 750,000. XDC
Nice.
Salamander, the XDC commander. He bought more.
Salamander, the commander, XDC. That's awesome, man. I'm so I'm happy for you. You know what I mean? Like that's incredible. Yeah.
Craig Connor, I bought XRP times 5L, just $200 on LBank on Sunday at 48 cents. Would love to see XRP hit 55 cents soon.
Hey, that's awesome, Craig. Right on, man. You know, you got your entry point. You're doing it right on. I'm gonna hold on to that XRP for me for the longest time. But yeah, man, awesome. Good to see the UDCA into that.
I feel like that was a catalyst for show, Larry. It was a combo, just like Max said. B. Ricky, I was going through my shows this morning, and man, everyone was CTN. Yeah, we overloaded it today. Wait till tomorrow. I'm going to do more of them. I'm behind in the show, I think. Nice, Salamander. All right, so that's it. Let's wrap it up because join us on Discord for a good meeting. There's 92 beautiful people in here. Hit the like button, and we will see you on Discord. And also, we will see you tomorrow at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Max and Larry show. Thank you so much, and be safe.
Take care, everybody. Bushman with the last comment, and everybody else who's new. Thanks again. We'll see you on the next one.